Is as an entrepreneur, you must have a repentant heart. Don't condemn yourself. Forgive yourself about the failures. Forgive yourself over things that you cannot, achieve at that moment. So the moment you realize that, you know what, it is not easy, I'm going to rise, as Virginia said, I'm going to rise again and I'm going to try again. So those are one of the kind of heart you must have, a repentant heart. The second type of heart that we must possess as entrepreneurs is not a selfless heart, not being selfish. You know what, share what you have in mind. You know what, when I step into Karabo's office and I see my sister is struggling here, and I see that, why can't I help her and say, you know what, why don't you go and see this person? Why don't you go and try a different, doing something different in your business? Why don't you do this? You know what, I've got some learnerships in my company. Do you need an administrator? Virginia was saying the other day, you know what, I need an administrator. And I was saying, Virginia, we do have learnerships. I'm working with learnerships. Okay, let me give you an administrator that can help you to do your administration for you. And Masita will, the bursary fund or the funding fund will pay. Now I want to have 5 administrators in my company. Masita has approved 10 administrators. I feel, you know what, I'm going to have all 5 administrators in my company because I applied for the fund. If I see my sister is struggling, I say, you know what, I've got 5 administrators. Take 1, take 2, let me help you. So it is a selfless heart. Yes, don't say, oh, she's going to make money through my name. She's going to make money through my company. No, we build each other. Let us, and therefore the movement is here. Whatever we have, let us share. Let us share ideas and help each other to grow in your own space, because of we never know, I'm gonna need you somewhere, somehow. I'm gonna need Riba. You might be low today and I might be high someday, but in front there I'm gonna need you. Something might come up and I'm gonna need you. And therefore, Lord, let us not look down on each other at our lowest. The other heart that we need to possess, it is a motivated heart. Motivate yourself. If nobody does it for you, motivate yourself. If you are in a male dominated industry, motivate yourself. I always, when I sit down, I always wonder, but where does this come from? It is because of I have learned to motivate myself. I go out to meetings and I'm just surrounded by a lot of men, white men, and I'm asking myself, where does this come from? It is because of I have learned to motivate myself, to say, Charmaine, if nobody says to me, Charmaine, you can do it, if nobody has ever reminded me to say, you know what, as a movement, this is what you can achieve. Let us motivate ourselves and say, you know what, we are able to achieve this. We are able to do this. We are able to grow. We are able to excel. We are able, to go into the higher heights and possess all that is there in the world. The other thing, the other type of heart that we need to possess, it is a hard working heart. Unfortunately, in business, we are not lazy people. Unfortunately, in business, we are not people that looks at time and say, you know what, I'm only going to work for 2 hours today. No, we are hard-working people. When a customer steps in at 5 o'clock at your premises and you know that I must go home, unfortunately, you can't. You just have to, say, okay, I'm going to help you, I'm going to assist you. And Evelyn spoke of, we're going to teach each other, how do we treat our customers, how do we treat even our employees. So that is the kind of things we're going to share here. We're going to learn each other, how do you deal, how did you grow from only having one employer. And I'm sharing this, I'm not putting my business in front, but it's just some of the testimonies. When we started with one employee, just one employee. But today the company has more than 10 employees, one employee that we have started with. And those are the kind of things that we start today, and Northern Cape being known, with a pulling down syndrome. We are starting very small, but in 5 years' time, we will be very big. Yes, Sis Gladys, we will go to Malawi, we will go to Sweden, we will go to those places, we will go very far, because we have realized as women, if we have the right heart, we can go very far. If we have a pure heart, we can achieve more. If we possess the right heart of an entrepreneur, we will go very far. And therefore, it is so important, because of the heart, it is the organ that keeps the body alive. It is the organ when everything goes to sleep, the heart does not sleep. It has that beat inside of it. And therefore, an entrepreneur, that beat must forever within you. When you feel down, when you feel I did not make it, my turnover was very low this month, that beat inside of you says, Gladys, I don't want to lie to you. There were very times where I know that if I am going to apply for a job tomorrow, I will get a job. But the entrepreneur had a beat inside of me, keep on, beating and say, Charmaine, this is not the route now. This is not the way to go now. And that beat deep inside of me, I was listening to my heartbeat, and your heart can never lead you into a distraction. Your heart, listen to that heartbeat. And you being here this morning, you are at the right place in the right season. Come, let us grow together. Come, let us help each other. I know that, as businesswomen, rent are very expensive, and this is the one thing really that kills us, that breaks us. Who knows that if as a movement we can come up together and say, let us start something when it comes to business premises, challenge even our government and say, we know that there are very few spaces that provide a business space, but we can come up with something new again, because of, Sis Gladys even said that we have so many ideas, but because of the reason why these ideas does not grow, it is because of we are there in one corner in isolation, and